Alrighty, what's up, you motherfuckers and scumbags? Peter Gilmore here for a late night video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching on this late Saturday night, October the 22nd, 2022, or if you're watching now on the replay, it is Sunday, October the 23rd, 2022. Thank you all for watching. Once again, my name is Peter Gilmore, but you know that already. But if you didn't, now you know. So, thank you all for watching. Please hit that like button, stick it straight up the you-know-what. And subscribe to this channel and all my other channels, which are down there, dude, in the description box below. And as always, yeah, it shows some cleavage. What is? But subscribe to this channel and my other channels, which are down below in the description box below. And as always, friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you dare. If you're real. If not, get the fuck off my social media pages and my YouTube channels and get out of my life and go fuck yourself. But if you're real, like I said, follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and friend me on Facebook as well. All my social media pages, which are, well, two of them are down below. My Facebook, you just type in Peter Gilmore, you'll find me somewhere. But follow me on social media, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Treat it basically like it's your bitch or the New York Yankees. But I digress. But hit that bell. Get notified of when I do another video. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, fuck you, man! That's pretty much what I gotta say about that. And we move on from there. Alright, so, as the title below says on the Peter Gilmore Wrestling channel on this late Saturday night, October the 22nd, 2022, or like I said, if you're watching on the replay, October 23rd, 2022. Hope you had a great Saturday. And if you're a Yankee fan, well, it's time to get those brooms out. Because after tomorrow, the Bronx might be the cleanest city in the world. After what the Astros did to that crappy team in that shithole stadium tonight, beating the Yankees 5-0. Just, the Yankees basically didn't show up, got a couple of hits, and then really nothing. And like I predicted, Garrett Cole choked, but he pitched a pretty good game. Kept the Yankees in the game, even though he gave up a 2-run homer early in the game. But he kept them in the game, but the Yankees couldn't even muster a goddamn hit through like 5-6 innings. With basically a relief pitcher or a bullpen pitcher on the mound who pitched brilliantly, 5 in the third innings, 1 hit. Basically it, and that's basically it. And then, like I said, Garrett Cole was keeping them in the game through 6 innings. And then Baboon, because after Cole gave up, put the first 2 guys on, Baboon, being a dumbass, I'm saying this as a Met fan, being a humongous dumbass, takes Garrett Cole out, like he had like 90, 95 pitches. At least keep him in the game. He could have got a strikeout. I think he had like 9 or 10 strikeouts. Could have got a strikeout and then maybe a double play. And at worst, you give up a run or 2. But freaking Baboon has no fucking faith in Garrett Cole and the entire Yankee team. That's why everybody wants him gone. And he will be gone after tomorrow, or at least by Monday. And Brian Cashman, you're gone too. And take Hal Steinbrenner out with you to the golf course. Because that's where the Yankees are going tomorrow. It is basically over for the Yankees. But, Johnny Damon, former Yankee, former Red Sox, like, hey, let's go back to 2004 when we beat the Red Sox when we were down 3-0. Different team back then, you fucking idiot. Different team. This Yankee team is garbage. They can't hit. It kind of feels like the Mets. But they just got outpitched today. Outpitched, they can't hit. And tomorrow, Houston's got Lance McCullers, who was supposed to pitch today, but during that whole celebration when they won the ALDS, somehow he got hit with a bottle on his pitching elbow, which had Tommy John surgery on. So they were being cautious with him, and he threw it like a 30 pitches the day before. Came out of that okay, a little sore. So they said, okay, we'll give you the extra day off. Hopefully nothing bad happens. But even the pitcher tomorrow is a pretty damn good pitcher. And if somehow, some way, the Yankees win tomorrow, guess who they play on Monday? Verlander, who basically owns the Yankees. And Garrett Cole will come back in Game 6, and then all hands on deck for Game 7 in Houston with Nestor Cortez on the mound. And God forbid, Cole's like, I want to pitch Game 7 too. Ain't happening. It ain't happening. Goodbye, so long, farewell, New York Yankees. Tea time tomorrow, Monday morning at 10 a.m. Unless there's a miracle tomorrow and they win tomorrow night. That game's at 7 o'clock on TBS. So, hopefully, Houston, doesn't... But I don't think they will. I really don't think they will. But like I said, if they lose tomorrow, it's not the end of the world. They're still up 3-1. And you got Verlander, you got the guy who pitched Game 2, what was his name? Framber Alvarez? Or whatever his name is, Framber Alvarez, I think his name is. And then you got really all hands on deck for Game 3. You could probably pitch that guy, Javier, whatever his last name was, who pitched today for Game 7. Because Game 1 of the World Series is next Friday. Or this Friday, I should say. So, hopefully the Astros get done with the Yankees so they can have their pitching. Could have Verlander on Friday. You don't have to pitch him on Wednesday. Even though he pitches Monday, he can come back on Friday with 3.5, 4 days rest. So, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But for you Yankee fans, yeah, I think you might need some rehab. Because all these fucking Yankee fans on Twitter and even on talk radio are just going completely berserk. And I like it. They say, Baboon should get fired. He doesn't know what he's doing. Well, he hasn't been doing that for 2 years. 3 years at most. But yeah, Baboon's getting fired. Cashman's definitely getting fired. Probably at the end of the day tomorrow or by Monday. This team's going to get a whole overhaul. Because Judgy Wudgy, I doubt comes back. People want him to go to the Mets. I really don't want him. But if Stevie Cohen can open up his pay checkbook and say, hey, Judge, you want $450 million? Yeah, we'll give it to you. We got the money. We won't re-sign DeGrom and Diaz and Nimmo. And then if we have any money left, we can probably get Verlander or Rondon from the White Sox, who was on our radar this past year for the trade deadline. Didn't get him? No. So, and maybe if we have any money, we can get. I doubt we'll get Ohtani. Well, doubtful we'll get Jock Peterson from the Giants, who basically owned the Mets this year, and then when he was on the Atlanta Braves too. Gonna be an interesting offseason for both teams. I'll tell you that much. So that hot stove is gonna get red hot by Thanksgiving and getting close to Christmas. And hopefully the Mets have a big, humongous Christmas present waiting for them. But we'll see what happens with that. I remember one year when they got I think it was, no, not Piazza, I was going to say Piazza, but I forgot who I think it was Cespedes on Christmas Day. But, yeah. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it for that. So, like I said, Yankee fans, if you want to go to Yankees rehab, if you don't win tomorrow, then our session begins at 10 a.m. on Monday morning. And then you can go play golf with the Mets and the Braves. And by God, the fucking Phillies, where did it come from? Besides Philadelphia. Where did it come from? Who is this team? Holy shit. They stunk this year, and now they're one game away from going to the World Series when they haven't been in a couple years. Holy shit. The Phillies won tonight. They were up 3-1. Game 5 tomorrow in that shithole in Philadelphia. That's a 4 o'clock game. That's the early game. So by the end of the day tomorrow, we could have our World Series. Philadelphia and Houston. Did you have that on your bingo card? I didn't. I had Houston and the Dodgers, where the Dodgers go. First round knockout by the Padres. But where the Padres going? That's what happens when you beat the Mets. You get cursed. So, I mean, we'll see what happens tomorrow afternoon in Philly. Champagne will be on ice. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, Padres win tomorrow. Bring it back to San Diego for Game 6 and 7. That will be on Monday and Tuesday. So, hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll actually have our World Series. Maybe we'll get the World Series early, but I think it's supposed to start actually on, I think, this Friday. That's why SmackDown's on FS1 this week. And then next week is taped. If it is even shown at all, because I don't know when the games are. I think it's Friday and Saturday's Game 1 and 2, wherever that may be. Game 3 will probably be Tuesday, Wednesday, for 3 and 4. Game 5 will probably be Thursday. Game 6 probably be Friday, but that'll be a day game, I would assume. I would assume Game 6 would be the following Friday, November the 4th. And I don't know if SmackDown's going to get preempted or they're going to push the World Series up, like going to put it like at 4 o'clock. I don't think we ever... Well, we have seen that before. Well, not really before. I don't think we ever seen a day game in a World Series. I might be wrong on that, my history of baseball, so... So, SmackDown is going to be preempted, well, definitely this week. It's going to be on FS1. And then next week is taped, but we don't know where it's going to be seen. It might be on FS1 next week, too. I think it will, because of the World Series, so... the next time we'll actually see SmackDown live on Fox will be November the 11th. And, yeah, so Rampage might actually get some viewers the next 2 weeks. But I digress. And that's pretty much it. So yeah. So Yankee fans, if you want to go jump off a bridge, then go jump off a bridge. Shows you how much faith you have in your team. That's what happens when you think you're the best team in the American League. You get off to a hot start, and then you... Like the Mets did this year. Hot start, choke near the end, even though we tied for the division lead. But that head-to-head really hurt. Really hurt. But, yeah. I'm thinking it's going to be Houston and the Phillies on Friday night for the World Series. And I got Houston in 5. Houston's going to win that. Houston can beat Philly all fucking day. It is what it is. And that's that. And we got football tomorrow. Giants against the Jaguars at home at 1 o'clock on, I believe it's on, yes, on Fox. The Jets play the 4 o'clock game against the Denver Broncos. Let's go, Broncos. So we'll see what happens with that. That's the 4:25 game on CBS. Niners and Chiefs are the game of the week, so I hope and pray, Fox, you play that game. It's the fucking game of the week. Come on! I want to see my Niners, goddammit, and not have to watch it on the freaking either on freaking Red Zone or on the 49ers app on my computer. But I get that for free. I get Red Zone for free too. Because I'm so nice. That's why I have the rich man's cable. Well, rich man's dish. But it is what it is. But anyway, we got that in week 7 of the NFL in the league where they play for pay. And if you're a hockey fan, the Rangers play the Columbus Blue Jackets tomorrow night at the same goddamn time that the Yankees play. So, I mean, I have to have the Rangers app on my phone open. But it is what it is. Rangers coming off a overtime loss to the San Jose Sharks this past Thursday. So see if they get back on the winning track. And we'll move on from there. Alright, so we got all that. And we'll move on from there. And that's pretty much it. Alright, let's get to our chat before we actually get to your Halloween Havoc review for tonight. And let's begin with that. Alright, we start off with my good buddy Will Rally Sport Rally. From my good buddy from the UK. Almost 7 o'clock in the morning there, so top of the morning to you, love. We're gonna have some tea and crumpets with the King and the Duchess. Are you gonna save 15% on your car insurance by switching to Geico? Did you know this is Michael Caine? No. But what's going on, mate? How you doing? He says, hope you're okay. I had a rough day today, but I got through it. You know, I had a rough morning, and then afternoon was pretty good, and then you know, right around near the end of Halloween Havoc, just not so good. But now I'm doing pretty damn good because the Yankees lost. I'm happy. But besides that, you know, I had a couple other things that pissed me off, and had to deal with that. So we got that. I'm not going to get into right now, but I hope you're doing well there, sir. And, yeah. We have a troll in the chat, but I'll address him, but you're going to be gone after this, so you can go fuck yourself. Anyway, Real Guys What Guys says, I'm going to watch the NFL tomorrow. The NFL. My second favorite sport, baseball and hockey. I don't like badminton, bowling. I used to like bowling back in the day, but, you know, not so much now. I used to like basketball back in the day. I don't even watch basketball anymore. But it is what it is. Is that because they're in Saudi Arabia? Yeah, the November 4th show is taped because they'll be flying to Saudi Arabia after Monday Night Raw on Halloween. That's kind of weird to have Halloween on Monday for a Monday Night Raw. So it should be surprising next Monday night. See what happens with that. Is that because they're in Saudi Arabia? I think November the 5th, so tape show. Because all wrestlers will be in Saudi Arabia apart from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Well, yeah, Sami Zayn, of course, because he's Muslim. It would be nice to have him there because, you know, I don't even think he's from Saudi Arabia. I think he's from a different country. In the Arab countries. I forgot which one. Like Oman or something. I forget which one. But yeah, sad to see him not there. And Kevin Owens, for obvious reasons, because he's Canadian. I'm not going there. And among a lot of others who do not want to fly there because of what happened a couple of years ago. Remember when they got stuck? Because the Saudi was like, no, you stay here. And then basically they had to bring up the guys from NXT to basically save SmackDown from basically being, nobody really there except for like the people in catering or the people that didn't go to the show. They had to bring up like Adam Cole to fight Daniel Bryan. Remember that? That was a great match. That was great. Doing 2000, I think it was 2019. So. But yeah, SmackDown will be taped. And, yeah. I'll get rid of him. Don't worry about it. I'll let him stay for like a second, then he'll be gone. He can kiss my punk ass. But it's just about my appearance. And if you don't like my appearance, then don't fucking watch my show. I still look better than you, and you fucking know it. That's why your fucking girlfriend and your mom and your grandma watch my show and they slide in my DMs and they want the vitamins and the milk. What do you think? Who cares how I look? Fucking jealous fucks, man. Who cares? You probably look like a fat schmuck. With no teeth. Or broken teeth. I know I have a messed up tooth, but it's alright. And I did shave, by the way. And my hair looks pretty good because I took a shower right before freaking Halloween Havoc started. And it's a little wrinkled, but it is what it is. So this is my pajamas. I decided to put this on because I didn't want to, come out without a shirt. I could have put another shirt on, but I decided to put my pajamas on because I'm going to go to bed in a little bit. Not that I have to do anything tomorrow. It's Sunday. Sunday's football Sunday. You know what I do on Sundays? During the football season? I sleep late, and I get up right before 12 o'clock so I can watch the pre-show. But tomorrow I have to actually go out before the pre-show. I have to go get a couple of things, and then I'm coming right back. And then when I watch the pre-show, I'm going to have, during halftime, I'm going to have my sensible lunch. Missus is going to be watching football with me. We're going to root for the Niners. And then we're going to watch the freaking Yankees get their butts kicked. And I can laugh at her. It's like, haha, you like the Yankees? Fuck you, bitch! No, I'm not going to say that. I'm just kidding. She is a Yankee fan, and I have to laugh at her half the time. But she'll be knocking my balls out of the park. You know what I mean? But I digress on that. But yeah, if you don't like my appearance, you don't like the way I look, fuck you, because you probably look 10 times worse. And probably don't get pussy like I do. And, yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on from there. We move on from there. We move on. So, yeah, after I read his comments, bye-bye. Bye-bye. You can join the Yankee fans on the golf course, or on the block line from all the other schmucks that think they're great. They're not. So, fuck you, and oh yeah, fuck you. Anyway, yeah. So we got that. Crown Jewel Saudi pay-per-view. Yep, the last one this year, and then the next one for next year. Not February, it's gonna be in May, and will possibly, this is just a rumor, possibly be the King of the Ring and the Queen's Crown tournament. Am I happy about that? No. Not really. I mean, if it's gonna be a yearly thing, then I'm like happy for it. I mean, I miss King of the Ring. Because I had some good King of the Rings back in the day. Pretty good. Not after that. I think the last one that was actually good, and this is my opinion, was Kurt Angle and freaking Shane McMahon. Remember that match? How hellacious that match was? Basically, Shane McMahon almost died. Getting thrown through that freaking set, that glass. I was like, God damn, I'm watching GCW here. By the way, GCW show tonight, I think it was called GCW Drop Dead. Oh, so good. Better than this fucking pay-per-view tonight, Halloween Havoc. If I had to rename it, I'd call it Halloween Full of Crap. This show was, besides the opening match, the ladder match, and the end, the triple threat match for the NXT title, everything in between stunk. And especially that longest fucking segment with Toxic Attraction and Alba Fire. What the fuck was that? Why did it go for like 10, 15 minutes? Just to prove a point? That Alba was gonna smack around Toxic Attraction, kidnap Mandy Rose, bring her all the way back to the Capitol Wrestling Center, and drag her out to the ring and beat her up and take the title? Did that happen? No. And And I was right. I went 5-1 in my predictions. 5-1. Because I'm so smart. And sexy too. But I digress. But this show was horrible tonight. Besides those two matches. The opening and the closing of the show. Other than that, the other 4 matches, the women's title match stunk. Corey, Jade, and Roxy, meh. Grayson Waller and Apollo Crews in that casket match. Confusing. What else? I'm probably missing one, but yeah, yeah, just like I said, the opening closing of the show, great. Everything else, or as the Miz was, not the Miz, sorry, MJF would say, mid. But we'll move on from there. And we move on. Okay. All right, now I'm going to address this disgusting loser troll, Carlos Martinez Advocate. Okay. He's like, I appreciate if you shaved and showered before doing a live. Look presentable. Losing some weight would help also. Thanks, Pete. I did shower beforehand. I did comb my hair. I did shave. And I look good. So what? My clothes are a little bit wrinkled. So what? I always look presentable in my show. Because people that might be new watching this, if they're not subscribed for 2 weeks, because I keep subscriber only mode on 2 weeks because, you know, I got 2 schmucks, and maybe more than 2 schmucks hounding me for the past 2 years, making 6,000 more fucking accounts, and harassing me, my family, my friends. You know, with food and stuff. And you know, trying to threaten police on them from the restaurant that they never ordered from. Now they have to deal with that because they're getting falsely accused. Because 2 idiots, and I know it's 2, maybe more, but I know it's 2 specific ones. A fat dolphin and a fucking wannabe Met fan that basically kidnaps a whore, thinks they're big and bad, that they want to try to run me off YouTube. Ain't happening. You want to try to get my friends involved in this shit? Bad move. Want to try to get me banned from their chat room and their channels? Not happening. I don't care who it is. Would it be ZTV or Issa or Chase or anybody else? Not happening. They don't care what you people think because you make false accusations about me and them. So, keep making your fucking fake accounts, using the same goddamn video on your fucking channels. It's always gonna get struck down for copyright. Just get it through your fucking heads. I want nothing to do with you people. Get it through your head. It's over. 2 years, it's done. You think you have ammo? Well, one part of that ammo is gone. Took care of him. He's done. He's gone. He felt the power of the prophecy, and he backing out. I'm not going to mention his name because I made a deal with him to not mention his name. So, as long as he doesn't mention my name in the near distant future, I won't have any problems with him. But to those 2 guys, you want to keep the ball rolling, you want to keep it going, we're not going to care because we're not going to give you any more fucking attention. That's what you want. We're not doing videos about you. We don't care. You're just going to be blocked in our chat room and on our videos and our channels every fucking time. If you want to keep this food prank shit going, then I'll tell you straight to your fucking face, you're going to jail. We've had it. All of us have had it with you 2 schmucks. From the Northeast. We're done. We are done with you fucking fat faggots. That's what you are. Fat! Right, Scott? That's Scott Steiner? Yeah. Get in here and say it. What? What? Yeah, say it. Say your line. He's fat! The son of a bitch is fucking fat! Okay, Scott, easy. I'll make him bleed. I know you will. Right on. Fuck the both of you. In the ass with a broken spiked glass colonic. So that's what you do. Because you think you have a feud. You had a feud, got dissolved, right? But you still worked together. You might not be friends, you're lying. Or as Roman Reigns would say, you're lying! You're two butt buddies, that's what you are. And you have a fucking whore to do your dirty work for you, too. And you work for another guy we're not going to talk about. We all know who that guy is. Fuck both of you. You want to spend your holidays in jail? That's on you. That's not on us, because we're not going anywhere. We haven't done any thing to you. Just leave us the fuck alone and keep our families out of this shit. Or else you're going to go to jail. And we're very close. Some of us are real close. Some of us have done it already. But others like myself and others, I don't want to put their names into the hat, but they are this close to throwing you motherfuckers in jail. Very close. So, I will say this, and I'm going to be done with this situation for good. So, you two fuckers, this is your final warning. Leave us alone. Because this continues through the holidays, you'll be in jail. Mark my words on that. We're done with both of your bullshit. And you think this is funny? It's not funny anymore. It's not fun. We're trying to do our videos, trying to do what we do, and have fun on our channels and our live streams. We don't need you motherfuckers trying to invade and trying to say this and that to the host, like Issa or whoever it is, making false accusations about me or anybody else. And they don't have the time of day for that shit. They're trying to do their own show. Leave them the fuck alone. They have no part of this. Between you and me, or you and another guy. But the only reason you have such a hard-on for basically me, and you bring my friends into this, because I associate with guys like ZTB or Chase or other people. Who cares who I deal with, who I associate with? Don't bring them into our beef, and don't bring my family into it. Even though you do that, then I have free reign, and yes, I do have free reign to do it right back to you. And if you don't like it, well, too fucking bad. Deal with it. If you want to deal with it in a different way, like this, then get a ring. We'll do it. I'll give you a Gilmore card and you'll be done. But it is what it is. You're too fat, first of all. And even if you threw a punch at me or any one of my friends, it's over for you. Good night. Bye-bye, so long, farewell. You're in the hospital bed sipping through a Dixie cup. Or a tube. But I digress. Alright, not going to mention that. But we'll move on from there. So that Carlos Martinez douchebag, all I have to say is this. Adios, bitch. You're out of here. Go fuck yourself and tell your mom to stop DMing me. But we move on from that. Right, so that's your rant of the night. I got more. I got more. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, so I hope you bought your late night popcorn for this fucking pay-per-view. But we'll move on. Let's get to some positivity, like the New Day would say. All right, so real reality, a real man, a grown-up, because these two fuckers and their little butt-buddy friends are little babies. Little babies with tiny little cocks, no brain. And they can't fight either. So fuck them. In the ass with that spiked glass, broken glass colonic. Make them bleed. In their ass. Because that's what they look like. They look like shit. I look 10 times better than them, and I actually have a fucking life and a job. I don't stay in my grandmother's house in the basement with my fucking whore doing nothing all day, playing stupid fucking soccer games. And thinking I'm all big and bad, I got nothing to do. I'm gonna do this online. I'm gonna do this on YouTube, this and that. I'm gonna harass my ex-boss. The fuck is wrong with you? I might have hated my boss, my last boss. I might have hated his guts, but I wouldn't go that far to harass him. And then get banned from the store. Fucking moron. I wouldn't do that shit. I would just say, you know what? You treated me like shit? Fuck you. I hope I don't see you again. That's all I gotta say. And I have been in that store after I moved on. I got a new job. I moved on from that. I haven't seen that guy because I usually go on the weekend when he's not there. But I mean, if I ever did see him, I would just say hello and just like, if he says like, hey, how's it going? You got a new job? I'm like, got a better job than this one. Pretty much it. I mean, I do see my coworkers I used to work with in my retail job. And they say, hey, Pete, you doing good? I'm like, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Making more money than I shouldn't really. Yeah, pretty much. I'm making more money in an hour than I was there, but I'm getting paid weekly. When I was in retail, I was bi-weekly. So I was working full time. I'm working part time now, and I'm working like 40 between 25 and 40 hours a week. Sometimes 45. Sometimes not. It's rare, but 45. And I'm making pretty good money. I'm making a little bit more than I was working in retail. I started off at minimum wage, and it went up. Remember when the years were going up? If you live in New York, it kept every year kept going up a little bit. Now it's New York, I think it's $15.50. I'm making more than that. Not double. I wish it was double, but it's not even close to double. But it's over that $15.50. It's way over that. And I'm happy. I make good money. I work from home, or sometimes I go to the city. But even if it was a different job than my music job that I have now, it's still a job. Oh, you just stay home because you can't handle people and anything like that. You should have a desk job. Doesn't matter. I can't deal with people. I worked in retail. Not a great job to be with, because you have to deal with assholes every day. So you work in retail or work at McDonald's flipping burgers or Burger King or whatever. You have to deal with that shit every fucking day. Well, not every day, but depending on how many days you work, you have to deal with that. 6, 7, 8 hours a day. Fortunately, I did that. I didn't like it. I did it for basically 3.5 years, and then I got and I was working my side job. I was still what I'm doing now, but now I got a promotion. I do more than what I do now. I was doing that, and then I was working 3.5 years, and then when the pandemic hit, and then we got the new boss who was okay to start, and then he became a dick, and I didn't like the hours he was giving me. He was basically giving me 6 fucking straight days and 1 off day. And then some of the managers, I'm there working 6, 7, 8 hours, and I can't get a fucking break. That's against the rules. I made complaints. Nothing happened. So I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm just gonna get rid of take this job and shove it up your ass and go to my music job, which I was making the same amount, but I was working like I was working part-time then, but then after I left, I started working full-time. Now I had to scale back to part-time. But in any event, I still have a job. A job's a job, whether it be flipping burgers or you're a studio engineer. Or you work at a guitar place or something like that. A job's a job. Focus on your job. Don't focus on fucking YouTube all day. Like, I don't do that shit. I'm not on YouTube 24/7, 365. Unless it's on the weekends, I'm not even on 24/7, 365. Because I got things to do during the weekend. I gotta clean the house. I gotta clean the yard. I gotta do this and that. I gotta spend time with the missus. Which I did today. Focus on your life. What do you care what we do in our personal lives? If you don't like what we say, get off our channel. Simple as that. But if you want to keep the drama going, because you instigated, not me, not anybody else, then whatever happens to you is on you. We're done with this bullshit. But like I said, you want to keep the stuff going, the food deliveries, pranks going, then I'll just say this. We know where you live, and blah, blah, blah. You're going to jail. That's all I got to say about that. I'm done. Let's move on. But that's it. All right, let's get some positivity. Real Guys with Guys says, we, the Saints, are not doing good this season. Keep on losing, yeah? You lost to the fucking Cardinals. You could have helped my team out. But it is what it is. I mean, Arizona's 3-4, so they're a half game back of the Niners, the Seahawks, and the Rams for first place. But the Niners have first place right now by division record. And they got a very hard game tomorrow in Santa Clara against those Chiefs. So a rematch from Super Bowl 55. And we'll see what happens with that. Niners got Christian McCaffrey from the Carolina Panthers. Big time running back. Our running game is going to explode tomorrow. Add to the fact we got Debo and Ayuk and Kittle. Hopefully they can start waking up a little bit. Jimmy has a better game than last week. Even though it was an okay game last week, but still the defense didn't show up. And we're getting a couple pieces from the defense back this week, but we still got like Kinlaw's injured. Some of our secondary is injured. So it's going to be tough to cover Kelsey and everybody. And really, I think Bosa might come back this week. Hopefully he can rush Mahomes and put him in the turf. But it's gonna be a really tough game tomorrow. I'm hoping we can put pressure on Mahomes, get off to a big lead and not choke it, because sometimes we do in the fourth quarter, but it's gonna be tough. And then the week after that is even more tough because we go right to LA to face the Rams in a big divisional game next Saturday afternoon. That game hopefully will be on Fox too. But we'll see. Move on. But as far as your Saints go there, dude, they stink. They have a pretty decent quarterback, but everything else, that's what they don't even have Sean Payton anymore. Well, I think it's Sean Payton that you had last year. Now you have a new coach. It stinks. But we'll move on from there. Should I get rid of him? I got rid of him. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I let the comments stay, but then after I read them, he's gone. So he can come in with another 5,000 accounts if he's sold to me. But I'll just keep blocking them. I'm not even gonna entertain the comments that these trolls make anymore. They can come in and they'll be kicked out. Kicked out like yesterday, like an ex-girlfriend. What is? Sami Zayn's from Syria. Okay. He's a national treasure. Sami Zayn. He could have been in AEW with Kevin Owens but he decided to stay with WWE. Same thing with Kevin Owens. And look where Sami Zayn is right now. He's in probably one of the best storylines in all professional wrestling. And the fans fucking love the guy. He's not even under a mask. His name is, and didn't change his name to El Generico. I didn't have to steal orphans from the orphanage in Mexico to do it. And he is so over right now. And I know the Bloodline storyline is going to end eventually. And when Roman gets rid of Sammy and turns on Sammy, because it's going to probably happen by the Royal Rumble at least, the heat that freaking Roman gets is going to be freaking cataclysmic. Not even nuclear. It's going to be off the fucking Richter scale. Imagine this, Sami Zayn beating Roman Reigns to become the undisputed champion. Imagine the pops he would get. Holy crap. Not going to be Sammy, obviously. It's probably going to be Cody Rhodes, Bray Wyatt, or maybe Killer Cross. But, I mean, that's pretty much it for that. We'll move on from there. But Sami Zayn is the man right now. He is the man. On SmackDown, well, he's like number 2 next to Roman at the moment on SmackDown. Next to, well, number 3. You put Bray Wyatt number 2. I still don't know who Uncle Howdy is. Hey, it's Mr. Satan. Mr. Satan. Go watch House of a Thousand Corpses. You don't know what that reference is. Probably some of the that's some good horror shit. Those 2 movies, House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. Shit. I guess it was in The Devil's Rejects. One of my idols, Diamond Dallas Page, bang! Man, it created DDP Yoga because it ain't your mama's yoga. The guy's a freaking legend, Hall of Famer, master of the Diamond Cutter. But he will never be the master of the Gilmore Cutter. Sorry there, Paige Falkenberg. I mean, I'm Diamond Dallas Page. You want to wrestle? No, I'm kidding. I don't want to wrestle. Diamond Dallas Page is like 70-some years old and he probably could kick my ass the way he looks. Holy crap. I mean, I've done DDP yoga, but he's a little bit older than me. He's an old fart, like me. I could probably hang with him, but, you know, probably kick my ass. But I digress. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay. I'm better than you, and you know it. Love that catchphrase. Well, who doesn't love that catchphrase? You know what's another good catchphrase? Come at me, bro. That's the greatest Italian catchphrase in the history of catchphrases. And I didn't just make that up. That's made up from Italians, which then got put on the Jersey Shore. Oh yeah, Jersey Shore, come at me, bro. That's the greatest tagline in history of television. I wish more wrestlers would start using that. Not just bring it, like The Rock, or you can see me, Frank Nickel Shovel. I need that other shit. There's a wrestler who says, you want some? Come at me, bro. It was like, oh shit, we don't gotta fuck with this guy. This guy kick our ass. But I digress on that. I don't have many teeth, but I'm not fat. I lost them due to accidents. Yeah. It is what it is. This one I have is a cracked crown. A cap, which I'll probably have to. If I ever do go to the dentist again, I have to get that knocked out. I have to probably get a root canal, which gonna cost me an arm and a leg unless my insurance covers the entire thing. And I have one cracked one over here, and I got probably get that one knocked out. But It is what it is. At least I still have my teeth. I still have my life and insurance. So, that's all that matters. Got my health. That's most important. Was Halloween Havoc good? I didn't watch it. Was asleep. Good thing you were, because, like I said, the first match, the North American title ladder match, great. The ending, the triple threat match for the NXT World title, great. Everything in between, not so much. So this was a mid pay-per-view. Mid, at best. But people giving it 8s and 9s. I'm like, what do you watch? What are you watching, giving it a 9? I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but as we all know, my opinion matters the most. But it is what it is. But yeah, glad you went to sleep there, dude. Anyway, okay, sounds crap. Pay-per-view 9, yeah, it was. Alba Fire getting a push in NXT, isn't she? Yeah, push out the door. I thought she was gonna win tonight. I really thought that she was gonna win, but in the back of my mind, I was like, you know what? Mandy already beat her before as Kaylee Ray, and Mandy's about to hit 1 year as champ. Where nobody can beat her right now. People think it's gonna be Roxy again. No, think it'll be Roxy. I said this from the beginning when Mandy won the title, and before Nikita Lyons came into the company. I said Nikita Lyons is gonna be the one to beat Mandy Rose. They haven't fought one-on-one yet, so I'm thinking at the next NXT pay-per-view, which is called NXT Deadline. I think that's Mandy's deadline. It's going to be up December the 10th. Unless she fights somebody else between now and then. I don't know. But Mandy's reign will probably end by the end of this year. I don't think it's going to go into 2023. And I think her and Gigi and JC Jane are all going to go up to the main roster on SmackDown and basically be SmackDown's version of Damage Control. I like to see that feud. Damage Control versus Toxic Attraction. Love to see that. But we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. But as far as Alba Fire goes, I really wish they changed their name back to Kaylee Ray. That was a Vince McMahon idea, not Kaylee Ray's. Because it sounds so freaking stupid. And every time she gets like this close to winning the women's title, they snatch her right out of her hand. Did the first time with Mandy, now did the second time. And what happens with her now? Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? She's probably going to still be in the women's title picture, but she's knocked down a few pegs. It is what it is. What time is it there, Pete? 1 or 2 a.m. It is 2:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or Eastern Daylight Time. Whatever it is. It's 2:17 in the morning. And 2 weeks from tomorrow, we turn the clocks back an hour. So, by 5 o'clock, it'll be getting dark. And by 5:30, it'll be dark. And then we'll, you know what that, as soon as it hits daylight savings time in November, you know what's coming. Thanksgiving, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. And then we have to wait all the way to beginning of March to turn the clock ahead, swing ahead, and then the sun goes down 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30, and then by July it's like almost 8:45, 9 o'clock. The sun officially goes. I mean, it gets dark. By about 9 o'clock. Well, around my area in New York, it gets dark. If it goes down at 8:35, by like 9 o'clock, 9:05, it's dark. So, and that's the favorite time. I like when the sun's out to like 7, 8 o'clock. It's like we can do a whole ton of things. But come the winter time, it goes down at 5. You're like, oh, you worked a good long 9 to 5, and by the time you go home, it's dark. I'm like, oh damn it, what time is it? 5 o'clock. It's dark. It's nighttime. I gotta get home. I gotta have my sensible dinner. It's 5 o'clock. But it is what it is. And we'll move on from that. Some people, Pete's sad on about your rant, trolls. Yeah. Some people are really sad and they have no life. They live with their dad or their mom or in their grandma's basement with their fucking whore. Or they live at home with their daddy who's basically in a wheelchair or, blind as a bat. They go to their regular job or their actual real job is being a caregiver to their parents. Not making that much money. You might make like 15 to 18 an hour, but still. I mean, you're gonna have to be doing that for the rest of your life unless you get an actual real job, and you can either get a new caregiver for them, and that's there 24/7, or at least part of the day. But it is what it is. Rosa has her own job, so I don't have to. She doesn't need a caregiver. She's fine. She's very, she has her ankle problems, so it's hard for her to get around most of the time, but still, she doesn't need anybody to help her besides myself. But I have my own job. Like I said, I work from home sometimes, and when she's here and she needs my help, I can't do it most of the time because I'm in between meetings, so I have to do it after work unless I'm on my lunch break. And Rosa goes out once in a while, doing her thing at her job, and then she comes home, does her usual stuff. It is what it is. We both work, we make money, so we can pay the bills, we can go places and buy things. But people are still jealous about that. Because I have a better job than you do, and Rosa has a better job than you do. And we have better lives than you do. We don't have to worry about freaking douchebags on fucking YouTube or in real life. We don't care. We're living our life. Get into 2022. Stop bringing up stuff from the past that has no relevance. And there's no freaking evidence. I mean, these people think... These people actually think that I'm a freaking registered sex offender in New York. Where's the proof of that? Where's the actual proof? If I actually was, I would have to sign something from something. I don't know how that works, but I think you have to go to like the police station or a court and sign your name on a registry. But I'm not one of those people, and there's no proof. I'm not even on a list. And if I was on a list, you know what list I'm on? The list of your mom and your girlfriend and your grandma. They have a list of when and what time I have to fuck them in the ass and give them those vitamins. And they go, oh shit! Whatever day I have to do it. Well, hey, I'm on Rosa's list too. But that's every day, unless she's on her, but... Because we're married, we can get to do that shit. You're not, because the only pussy you can get is actually from your cat. So you have to hang out with JD. Because JD can't get pussy either. Right? Ain't that right, Jerry? How's your Braves doing, by the way? I heard the Braves are doing really bad on the golf course. Hitting balls into the lake and into the bunkers and stuff. They get hit. They can't hit a baseball more than a golf ball. And pretty soon, after tomorrow, the Yankees might be doing that shit too. So yeah, JD thinks he's great and everything. He's an egomaniac. He's a pussy. The only actual pussy he can get is from his cat. Because he doesn't have if any girl would want to go out with him, God forbid, she has to probably be the ugliest fucking bitch ever to get to sleep with a douchebag like him. Because, yeah, they'll probably be having sex and they'll be doing it wrong. Or, you know, she'll be doing him wrong, like sucking his dick really bad. And he's like, oh, your dick is small. And then he tries to get the blue chew. And it doesn't work. Sucks to be you, dude, Jerry. Sucks to be you, dude. A New Yorker rooting for the Braves. Great job. Great job. And your commentary on House of Glory still sucks. And you still feel Alexa Bliss and the rest of the WWE roster. That's why you'll never get a job in the WWE with your reputation, dude. But guys like me and Joe Cronin, if Hunter and Stephanie, hi Steph, ever decided to watch me and Joe Cronin's stuff, oh yeah, I work for Hunter, I work for Stephanie. Just keep me away from Stephanie, but keep me away from Io and Asuka maybe, because those are my two wives. Because Kairi's in Japan, and some of the other women that are freaking hot might have to keep me away from. Like Mandy. I'll take Mandy away from Tino Sabatelli. Fuck that guy. Show what a real Italian knows how to fuck. You know what I mean? But I think she's too high maintenance for me. But she's still beautiful. I wouldn't hit and pass. I would hit and just leave it there. You know how Taco has his never pull out corner? She's one of them. And then, Asuka, Kairi, and Io, or others, Sasha Banks, Charlie Caruso, Scarlett Bordeaux. So I have to rock with that, because if I left it in and then, God forbid, Killer Cross is around me, I'm like, I'm out of here! But I digress. But to all those other people that need Blue Chew, and can't get real pussy, even with Blue Chew. Sad fucking human beings. That's that. But yeah, these people that I mentioned before, these two schmucks from the Northeast, they can go fuck themselves. And I personally hope they either turn on each other or they get their faces broken in real life. And get fired from their job. Well, one fat fuck already got fired from his job. Now he's living on unemployment, or he's living off his grandma. Or his fucking whore who works at a donut shop. Fuck him, and fuck that whore. You know why? Because he's fat! And as far as the other one goes, he probably flips burgers at McDonald's or Burger King. Some job you have. But it is what it is. And like MJF says, I'm better than you, and you know it. On YouTube, off YouTube, in real life, even on commentary. I'm legend, Jerry. Legendary. You can't outrant me, you can't do me, you can't be me, you wish you were me. But all in all, what you are fucking little bitches. And that's pretty much it. And you're, whatever you say and try to do to me and my friends and my family, it's not gonna work anymore. Like I said, keep going, you're going to jail. If you think it's not gonna happen, watch. But that's pretty much it. Alright, we got a lot of comments from Wheels I Sport Rally. We're gonna get to this review in just a second, but I had to go on a humongous rant, but it's fine. I don't give a shit. It's my show. If you don't like what I do, if you don't want me to do my review for talking for like over an hour about sports and petty, stupid YouTube crap, and basically owning these fuckers, then don't watch my fucking video. But you will, because you want to try to clip my shit and try to use it against me, which is not going to work because it's free speech. Because I have the golden voice and the silver tongue. Ask your mom, your girlfriend, and your grandma about how my tongue feels in their pussy. But I digress. Move on. Yeah, but yeah, you can't outrant me, and you never will, because I'm the king of this motherfucker. WJ thought he was the king. He never was and never will be if he ever returned. And he will never return because he's in an insane asylum for the rest of his goddamn life. Because he went cuckoo. This happens when you don't take your meds. You go mental. What is? Alright, I'm Rally, I'm normal and real person. I am not a robot. I'm not a freaking midget! I shouldn't say that because, God forbid, my brother from another mother, you know, the guy over there, he hates midgets. He hates them. He hates those little people. But yeah, my brother from another mother's a legend as well. And sadly, he's gone. It's getting close to 3 years since he passed away. Miss him every fucking day. Every fucking day. And he's smiling down. He's probably laughing. He's probably watching this video right now. You sexy man, you. Not that I go that way, but you know what I mean. But he was a great man. Basically the brother that I never had. And I basically knew him since I've been with, you know who? The missus. I known him for basically 13 years. You know, over the last few years, I couldn't really hang out with him that much because he lived in a different part of, he lived in Jersey, then he moved to, like, on the outskirts of New York. And every time that I wanted to go see him, I couldn't because I had to work. Even on the weekends, I wanted to go just to watch the Niners during football season. I did that a couple of years, but other than that, couldn't go because I had work. So, we'll move on from there. But you are not a robot, sir. But to those other jerks, they are losers. Or as my good friend Wayne Static used to sing, he's a loser. He's a loser, she said. It's a good song by Static X. Go look that up. I think it's called Loser. I think it's called Degenerate. I forgot what song it is, but look it up. It's a very short song. It's like a 2-minute song, I think. That's a good riff. Good fucking guitar riff. He's a loser. That's probably the Trolls theme song. You're a loser. Well, that's the heavy metal version. On the rock realm, you could probably pick from it's a damn Beck Loser. You know, I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Soy un perdedor. That used to be actually Fandango's theme song in the Indies. You didn't know that, didn't you? I did. And also what's up? God damn, I can't think of the name, but Three Doors Down sang Loser. Not a great song, but still. You know, the band is singing Kryptonite and If I Could Be Like That, you know, good stuff. They're like I almost said Third Eye Blind. That's a different band. That's a good band too. I love Third Eye Blind. The first album was pretty good. The second album was not so bad, but got a couple good songs on that second album. I'll never let you go. You know. But the first album was always good. You know, Semi-Charmed Kind of Life, Jumper, which is about suicide, and Did I Catch Wet? That's a good song too. But yeah, Three Doors Down is a pretty damn good band too. And something I didn't know, and I looked this up last night because the missus was talking to me about going to see Machine Head in at the end of November in Huntington, Long Island, which is a long hop, skipping jump from me. So I was looking up the actual date of that concert because I didn't know if when they were playing in New York, and I looked it up on some website. I forgot which one. I think it was Ticketmaster, and I saw something in July of next year at the PNC Bank Arts Center. Matchbox 20. You all remember Matchbox 20? I think some of you do, some of you don't. Rob Thomas, the guy who sang with Santana. You're so smooth. You know, or the ever popular Matchbox 20 hits, I wanna push you around where I will. You know. And then another great song, it's 3 a.m., it must be lonely. It's getting close to 3 a.m., but I'm not lonely. But yeah, Matchbox 20's coming around. I thought they were done. I thought they were retired, but I guess they're coming back for a reunion tour. Will I go see them? Probably not. But I do have some of the Matchbox 20 albums. Just for nostalgia reasons. I'm not a big fan of them, but those two songs are pretty damn good. And I love Rob Thomas. He's a great singer. That hit song with Santana is just like legendary. And Santana's a legend in his own mind too. He's great. Love Santana. But we move on. Where are we here? Where are we? I don't know. Good money in UK retail, work in supermarkets, stacking shelves during the night. You get good wage in the UK. Delivering food from supermarkets to houses looks an easy job, probably good pay too. Oh yeah, I did that too. I did some food delivery stuff back in the day. Before, when I was in a lull from 2015 to early 2016, for like a couple months, I was looking for a second job, and I got that. So I was working for like the food delivery companies for like a year and a half. It was pretty good, I had some good days, I had some really bad days, but I had a couple of days, it wasn't so good, and I got bad reviews from customers because they're assholes. Because I was there late, or I was stuck in traffic. There was that one time, I don't know even why I even went to work that day, but I went to work and it was cloudy, and then it just started. I got an order. I had to go all the way downtown Manhattan to get the damn thing. Then it started pouring. I'm like, great. And good thing I had an umbrella with me. So I got the thing. I had to take it to the customer, and then I had another order after that. I had to go to the restaurant. Then I shouldn't have took the order because it was all the way on the other side of town. So I had to walk to the bus, and I got on the bus so I can get there a little bit quicker, but I was stuck in traffic, and the freaking customer is like texting me, where are you? And I'm like, I'm stuck in traffic. Blah, blah, blah. And then while I'm on the bus, I'm getting ping, 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 ping. I'm like, stop, I don't want to do any more orders. I want to go home. I just want to stop for the day. So I eventually gave that customer I was going to the order, and he's like, what took you so long? He gave me an attitude, so I said, take your fucking shit, get out of here. It's like, here's your shit, I'm out of here. So you can't wait for me, you can't understand I'm in traffic? I can't get off the bus and just walk to your fucking thing, it's like 5-6 blocks away? Or maybe more than 6 blocks? I'm like, come on now. It's like working at Walmart. Hi, welcome to Walmart. Get your shit and get out of here. Not that I ever would work at Walmart, because working at Walmart is like death. Or like living in hell. And for some people, they need to go to hell and go to the worst level of hell. Because that's where they're going to be going eventually. I digress. Retail is not great either. I mean, back in the day, I used to go to the supermarket when I was a little bitty baby, little bitty hulkster dude. And I would get all the cans and stuff, and I used to roll them in my kitchen, my mom's kitchen. Take the cans and roll them in the kitchen, up and down the kitchen. And then, you know, when I was a baby, I used to stock the shelves of the supermarket, and my mom was like, hey, when you get older, you can work here. I'm like, fuck no. But eventually I did, but, you know, when I was, like, way older. It's not another decade or two. I digress. But, yeah. Yeah. Not an easy job. Retail's not easy. Anyway, we'll move on. Well, you got Chiefs and Rams. That's hard next two for the Niners. Yeah, damn right it is. I'll be shocked if the Niners go 5-3, but 4-4, I'll take 4-4. We'll move on. We have to use Andy Dalton as a quarterback. Winston, what's his last name? Jameson didn't play last game, or our best wide receiver, Michael Thomas, injured. Your team stinks right now, and you got a lot of problems. You got a lot of problems there, dude. Alright, got a few more, and then I'm going to get to this review. DDP, awesome. Hey, don't say the A word. Don't say the A word, dude. You know who comes... You made it come out now, dude. I had him locked in the closet. Not in the closet. He was at a party earlier tonight. He was actually at a Halloween party, dressed up as himself. Right, Mike? Yeah! What do you want? I was busy banging two chicks, you guys. What do you want? Leave me alone. Can I go back to my fat chicks, please? Well, somebody said your name. Well, who? Real Guys Won't Rally. You know, the guy from England? Oh, that guy. Hi, how you doing? Hi. Yeah. So anyway, did you have fun at the party there, Mike? Oh, yeah, but I was having fun until you summoned me. I didn't summon you. He did. My fans did. Oh, I love my fans. I know you do. But yeah, you had fun? You didn't put anybody through a table? Nah, not really. Some guy, annoyed, kind of insulted me, saying that I was not a Hall of Famer. So I knocked him out. Alright, that's fine. But those fat chicks look good? I mean... that shit. Oh, it's Matilda the Hun! Holy shit. Who's that other chick? I don't know. I just randomly found her at the club. Alright. Are you wrapping up that burrito there, Mike? What do you mean? It's heaven. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't need a rubber. Okay. Just be easy. Don't break their back and, make them humble like the Iron Sheik. Ah, fuck the Iron Sheik. Don't say that. Don't say that. Please don't say that. Iron Sheik's a legend, dude. Like you. You're a legend, but you're awesome. But don't say that to the Iron Sheik. Okay? Okay, don't say that to him. No, please don't say that. I don't need freaking Iron Sheik on my show saying stuff about me. Saying, what did that man say? What did that man say, Baba? Fuck the Yankees! See? Oh, that guy's scary, Gilmore. I'll shut up now. I gotta go. Bye! Okay. Go fuck your bitches, alright? Get out of here. But I digress. See what you did? You son the guy and he... Oh, he's off his medication! It's called satire, you fucking fuck. Here's another good tagline. Fuck you, you fat fuck! He called me fat. Well, you are. Have you seen your dick lately? Probably haven't seen it since 6th grade. But I digress. Anyway, we'll move on. Let's get to that comment. Where are we here? DDP awesome. Helped lots of people with DDP yoga. Mick Foley, Chris Jericho, Kick the Snake Roberts, or Jake Roberts. Good stuff, yeah. DDP yoga ain't your mama's yoga. Helped me pretty well. I still have my problem is I go to physical therapy when I come home I do my DDP yoga because it ain't your mama's yoga. Pretty much it. Good stuff. I didn't think Mandy Rose would lose. Nope, she's doing amazing in NXT. Yeah, still going on. Still looks hot and amazing. That's all I gotta say about that. Nikita Lyon's new champ, I think. Yeah, I think she will be the next one. Beat the one to beat Mandy. So I still don't think, I really don't think it's going to be Roxy. I really don't. People think it's going to be her. It's not. I don't think it's going to be. All right. Albert Fire, don't read this out, Pete. That name sounds like a porn star. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, that would probably be a pretty damn good, name for a porn star. Like Asa Akira, or like Michelle Malene, Christina Gwen, Kalani Lai, a whole bunch of all the names. Rubber Doll, stuff like that. Good stuff, good names. But yeah, Albert Fire would probably be a nice redheaded chick from Scotland, and a nice wop. Probably suck your dick very, probably, probably suck your dick pretty damn good. Not as good as them, but but you'll probably scream like a banshee. It's good stuff. Yeah, and yeah, I do watch porn, so who cares? Not in front of the woman, of course, but But I watch my Asian porn, and I watch those people I mentioned too once in a while when I'm alone. But yeah, to all those other people, they're watching gay porn or granny porn. Sad fucking people. We move on. Goes dark at 7 p.m. in the UK. Well, you're living in a different time zone. You're 5 hours away. It's 7:45 in the morning there, right now. I have to stay away from Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss and Shotzi. Mandy, while there's a lot of good-looking women, they're all so gorgeous, it's not fair. Yeah. We wish we could be them, and it should have been me being with those hot bitches. But sadly, we are with what we have, and we have to love them as we would love Alexa Bliss or Shotzi or Mandy or any one of those women on any roster, basically. Even in Mexico and even in Japan. Gotta love them. That's it. All right, got 3 more to go. Also, Lacey Evans is hot. I've seen her Twitter pics with her puppies out. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. She's a hot MILF, too, man. She's got 2 kids. But what is WWE even doing with Lacey Evans these days? Not much. Not much, and it's sad. She was pretty damn good in NXT. To the main roster, down the hole she went. Then she left for a while to have her second kid. That whole stupid storyline with Ric Flair. I thought that was stupid. And I just thought that was just really dumb. And then she comes back with her whole military gimmick, talking about her hard times, with her parents and shit. This whole thing, backstory that we had, which I thought was pretty damn good, but the fans didn't give 2 shits about it. And then she hits the ring, has some weird, stupid feud with Aaliyah, I think it was Aaliyah. That went nowhere. And then she was basically stuck in catering and went back home. Was on Raw a little bit. I think she was in that women's tournament. What she was in? She was in something, and then she came back, and now we haven't seen her in a long time. Just release her. Let her go back home and be a family woman, Let her be a home, a housewife or something like that. I really don't think if she went to AEW, they would do anything with her. Or if she went to Impact, or even WOW. By the way, that's on tomorrow night. WOW on Channel 55 in New York. And if you don't have that channel, well, you can't watch it unless you have it on your local channel. That's Women of Wrestling. With what's his name? The guy from NWA. What's his name? Joe Gallo and AJ Lee. That's a good commentary. Not as great as me and Joe Cronin would be, but this was. Still, I really hope you guys, go on Twitter and, go to Tony Khan or go to Hunter and Stephanie and say, hey, we got two great guys from the Northeast, Joe Cronin and Peter Gilmore. They do legendary commentary. Why don't you give them a shot? And I swear to live the God Almighty that I would freaking blow Michael Cole out of the water. I already know I can beat freaking Corey Graves in commentary because he fucking sucks. He's married to a fucking slut like Carmella. But I could do way better interviews and commentary than Byron Saxton. Fuck that guy. And I would do way better than Kevin Patrick. You put me as ring announcer, I would do way better than freaking Mike Rome does. I'll be like the next Fink. I'll be the next Finkel. I'll be called the Gill. No, that kind of be weird. But I digress. But I could do pretty damn good ring announcing. From parts unknown, the Skeleton. Weighing in at a paltry 0 pounds. From your mama's kitchen, your grandma. Weighing 365 pounds. Or you have like a big, strong dude. He's rough, cut, chiseled, and jacked. Like Joe Gertner used to say for the Dudley Boys. He took such liberties with your mama that he is now known as your father in 17 states. Man, Joe Gertner was a fucking legend. He still is. I know him personally. He lives in Brooklyn. Love the guy. Not like that, but I know him personally. I went to school with the guy. I went to school with the guy and had a class with the guy. I mentioned this before. I was in the same class. We did a project together. We got a fucking straight A. Because we're winners, unlike you people that didn't finish high school yet. Or even grade school. Because you act like fucking children that don't know anything. No brain. I know a lot about law. Sure you do. You don't know nothing about law. I'm gonna run for city council and lose. It is what it is. Anyway. Yeah. Liv Morgan and all of them are gorgeous. Lacey Evans can probably just stay in catering. Did you see that, Pete? Anyway, back to good old wrestling. Yeah, damn well. We're gonna get back to it right now. Let's finish this up. That was funny. Probably not seen your dick since 6th grade. That made me laugh. Yep. They're fat! Fucking fat! I mean, Scott Steiner will not live that down until the day he's dead in the grave, in heaven. He's probably going to be saying that to all the fat chicks in heaven next to Mike Awesome. He'd probably look at the first hot... When he gets to heaven, he goes through the pearly gates of heaven, and he sees the first fat chick he sees. You know what he's going to say? You're fat! And then God is going to like, what the fuck did this guy come from? And then you'll be hearing sirens in the background. You would think it's freaking Mike Awesome coming back with a freaking ambulance or some shit. But, But Mike Awesome is not the only master of the ambulance match. That's Scott Steiner. I wonder if Scott Steiner is going to do Steiner math in heaven. How that's going to work. God, I got a 33% chance of going through those pearly gates to combine with your 33% chance I go to purgatory. And that really gives me 125% chance that I can really kick your fucking ass. And God's like, well, send him through there, St. Peter. That's great. That's a piece of shit. See, I'm a legend. You're not. I digress. But glad I made you laugh. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain. I'm here to entertain, not just yap. Or play retarded video games they get very 5 views. It's what it is. Move on. Kevin Patrick is crap at commentating. I'm better than him. Jeez. Well, I haven't seen you do any commentary, but I'll give you that. I'm way better. I mean, if you see my commentary on this very channel, if you go back a few videos, my commentary is fucking legendary. Like my rants and everything else about me. I'm awesome. Like, not Mike awesome, but I'm awesome. And that's why people are fucking jealous of me, because they can't do what I do and can't achieve the success that I have done in the music realm and in life itself. They'll never be in music videos or meet people like Ozzy or anything like that. And be on stage with your favorite band. And all this other shit all the success I've had in my life. And I will continue to have through the Lord Jesus Christ. And, and I will always be blessed, and I will always be better than these insignificant punks. Because that's what they are. Punk bitches. With no life, no direction, not going anywhere in life, in real life, or on YouTube. They're not going anywhere. I'm going places. It's a slow process, but still, I'm only doing this for fun. And I made good friends that, they don't have to support my show. They don't have to leave comments. They can leave likes or whatever they want to do. And I go on their chats and just have fun. And like I said, if you're jealous of me, that's fucking too bad. But don't, if we have a beef, that'll be with me and you. Don't bring my friends and my family and others into this shit. But I digress. But these fucking people stalk my channel, stalk everything I do, and my friends do. They bring them into it, do their shit. They don't need to be part of it, and it's getting to the point where you push the button so much that people are gonna snap, and then next thing you know, you're in jail. Not me. I don't push the buttons that much. I have before, and I've said some mean things. I'm not a perfect person. I've mentioned that way before. I'm not perfect, and I've said a whole ton of shit in my 13 years on this godforsaken website. And I regret most of it. Yes, I do. I have apologized for all of it. But some people just don't want to take my apology. They just think that, when I say an apology, I don't mean it. You don't know the real me, and you will never get to know the real me. Like, I'll never know the real you, and I personally don't give two shits. Because like I said, my life is better than yours. Whether you like it or not. You don't want to watch my videos? Then don't watch. But you will, because you have such a hard-on for me. And that's the only actual way you can get hard, is through my fucking sexy voice. Because you meet a girl, you ain't gonna get hard, even with Blue Chew. God forbid you have sex with somebody, and you on Blue Chew, you ain't gonna be spewing out all that semen. You're gonna be like, whoop, 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 whoop. Like you're a leaking faucet. But I digress. I don't care if you clip all my shit. I really don't give two shits. But you're stealing my content. Do your own content. Try to make something of yourself on this fucking website. If not, get off the fucking website. Try to go on Tumblr or Rumble or some other fucking website that you're not gonna get many subs there either. Even on Twitch. Go do something else. Get a new hobby. Go fishing. Do something else. Live your fucking life. Get the fuck off the internet, why don't you? I don't have to be on YouTube. I can leave YouTube anytime I freaking want. I don't want to because I have a lot of good friends on here. Like Real Rally Sport Rally, Eric, other people that that are good friends. We argue, me and Case argue. We're not the best of friends anymore, but we still mutual respect for each other. Same thing with Nick. Me and him had a falling out, but we still talk behind the scenes. I still talk to Lauren. I still talk to Prince Idol from once in a while. They're living their lives. I respect that. They're busy people. I don't have to talk to them every fucking video I do. Or every fucking day. They have lives. Raspberry Rally has a life. Do I talk to him every day? No. Is he on my videos all the time? Not really. No. Max Lethal or Alejandro Klasa or even Andre Corbeil. I don't talk to them all the time. They're on my show every once in a while, but if they want to be on my show, that's fine. If they want to come in my chat, that's fine. I don't care if Real Guys Will Rally comes on my fucking videos every fucking video, and he's the only person here. I don't care. I don't care if I have one person, I have 5 people, I have 10 people, 20 people. It might be just fucking you fucking trolls with, with fucking 6,000 accounts with no fucking lives, just jacking off to me because you can't really get off for anybody else, like any other chick. So be jealous and go fuck yourself. You don't like me? Don't watch me because I don't watch your shit. I could care less for your shit. Your 5 views or, you get more than 5, you get like 150, 200. You're just doing it off my name. And you should really give respect to my name before giving you those views. You're using my name to get clout. I don't need clout. I don't do videos for clout. Like my Rest in Peace videos. I don't do those for clout. I mean, my Ivan Moody video on my Metal Guy channel, over 300, I don't even know what it was last time I checked. It was like I think it was like around 340, maybe getting close to 350. That's in the span of 2 days. You think I watched the video 350 times? No. It just got traction. It was slow. It was like, when I first checked it out, it was like 34 views. Next thing I know, I looked like, the day after, I see it was like 300 hits. I'm like, what the fuck? So I titled it correctly. I don't clickbait like other people do. Just sometimes the video gets viral. It doesn't go viral, I don't get like thousands and thousands of hits. I got allergies, that's why I'm like rubbing my nose. But it is what it is. And that's that. Alright. Move on. Alright, alright, I'm gonna get to this review, and I'm gonna get to the end, the last few comments from you, Real Guys. But let me breeze through this review, because I don't know, I talked for an hour and 38 minutes about just retarded shit. But we'll move on from it. Alright, so Halloween Havoc. Let's get to the review. Tonight wasn't really that good, and it was live on Peacock from the Capitol Wrestling Center at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. And our commentary team tonight, as always, you see him on Tuesday nights, that man with the creepy jacket and shirts, Vic Joseph, and the two-time Hall of Famer, Booker T, sucker, who's coming for you. That word. Pretty much. I'm not going to say that word because we all know what that word is. But I digress. Alright. So we started off the show with a good friend, our friend to the end, Chucky. So Chucky's there. He's welcome us to the show. Runs down the card, laughing up a storm, blah, blah, blah. Good shit. If you don't like Chucky, well, fuck you, man. Probably come to your door and kill you with his knife. But I digress. Alright, so we get that, then we get the all the stuff going on. And then we have our host of Halloween Havoc this year, Shotzi Blackheart, who looked it looked like Harley Quinn coming out at first, then she turned into Beetlejuice. Still looked fucking hot. And her co-host this year, Quincy Elliott, the fat man's version of the Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark, who came out. I forgot what his first costume was, but then later in the show, Shotzi comes out dressed as Beetlejuice. She's talking. Then the lights go out. I'm like, oh, what happened now? What? Somebody forgot to pay the electric bill. The lights go out. Then they come back on. Freaking Quincy Elliott is sitting on the ramp in a fucking banana outfit. Ring, ring, the banana song. It was just, what are you wearing? What is going on here? That was just boring fucking shit. And then the segment that came out of that with Lash Legend, just fucking retarded. But we'll move on from there. That's you. Alright, so the work goes to the show, and we begin with our first match of the night. Great opening match for the vacant North American title, and no, vacant was not in the match. Should have been. So we had Oro Menza, Wesley, the weed man himself, with a big poofy mushroom hair. Carmelo Hayes, the former two-time North American champion, and when Melo shoots, he does not miss. And he might not miss on SmackDown this Friday night. Why? Because he is possibly going to the main roster to be the mystery partner for Hit Row as they take on Legado del Fantasma. Either in a 6-man tag or an 8-person tag. Because Zelina Vega and B-Fab are going to fight, probably. We'll see what happens with that. So we got Carmelo Hayes with Trick Williams. He takes on Ben Frazier, or Nathan Frazier, and Von Wagner with Robert Stone, or Robbie E. That's that. So this was an amazing match. Ladders used galore. There's one part of the show, if anybody saw it, that when Von Wagner was on the outside after he beat up Wesley and Oro Menza because they were beating him up on the outside, they threw him over the barricade. But he came back and started beating him up. Then he goes underneath the ring, pulls out a humongous ladder, and then he had trouble getting it out because the ring and the freaking barricade are like this, like this. So he pulls it out and it's like going up. So he just like yanks it, and the fans are like this, and he accidentally hit a fan right in the face with it. If anybody saw that, he did it by accident. It was an accident. And then the referees who are out there, they're like, oh shit, he hit a fan. I'm gonna sue. No, there was nothing. Nothing happened. It was just stuff like that. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. He pulled out the freaking thing. Couldn't even pull the whole thing out. And he had to get help from the referees, and then it kept going up and up and up, and then accidentally hit a fan. You should have been freaking poking your fucking face over the barricade, moron. If you see it's coming towards you, you start moving away, and hopefully it doesn't hit you. Unlike me, when I was at Final Battle 2012, when Roddy was taking on Michael Elgin, and basically Roddy threw Michael Elgin into Mia Rose's lap if it wasn't for the barricade. And I lost a fucking good cup of Coke. Michael Elgin still owes me a Coke for that. I'll never live it down. I never met him since. I never met him personally. Wait, did I meet him? I think I met him. Yeah, I met him one time before. I think it was before Final Battle, or maybe a couple of years after that. But I never brought it up. But I never met him again. I was like, hey, Mike, you owe me a Coke for what? For Final Battle 2012. When he got sent into the barricade where me and my wife were sitting. Knocked over my goddamn Coke! Remember when Punk was on commentary and he had his Diet Coke there and they threw him over the announce table? It was like, and I think it was Cena. And then Punk's like, Cena owes me a fucking Diet Coke! Basically something like that. But yeah, we move on. Alright, so lots of big spots with the ladder. Trick Williams tried to get in the ladder. He hits Robert Stone with his shoe. Who throws a shoe? Honestly. But lots of crazy spots. But we get into the end. It's Carmelo Hayes and Wesley on the ladder. Wesley hits Meteor on top of the bridge ladder. That was crazy. There's another point in the match where Wesley takes Carmelo Hayes down. He grabs the big ladder, but Von Wanda picked up Wesley and threw him over the top rope and onto the announcer's table. Holy shit! And then Wesley just falls over there. It's like, he's dead! He dead. Call the coroner, he's dead. But he was mostly dead. And yeah, the match continued. So Hayes gets back, pulls in Mensa into another ladder. Wesley takes him down. Then Wesley goes up, but Hayes cuts him off on a bridge ladder, like I said. Then Wesley hits Meteora. Then he drops Hayes again, manages to get up top for the win. So we have a new North American champion in Wesley, or Desmond Xavier. He gets the win. Picked that correctly. And like I said, it was 5-1 in my predictions. Very hell, I risked myself on that one. But this match was great. 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. And we'll see what happens with Wesley as your new North American champion. Alright, after that, we get to a segment from last night. Well, was taped last night. Alba Fire challenges Mandy Rose to meet her in the graveyard. Is the Undertaker going to be there? No, the goat of all goats, the Undertaker. So Toxic Trash is like, okay, we're going to meet her in the graveyard. So Mandy and Casey Jane and Gigi, they get the car, they ride off, and then we get to the actual segment, which I don't know if it was taped the same night. It probably was. They arrive at the graveyard, and they're in the car. They're kind of scared to get out of the car. They get out of the car, they walk around, and they go into a spooky haunted house. Remember when that happened last year? With Dexter, and who was in that segment? It was Dexter and, I think it was Dexter and Cameron Grimes, I think. But, and Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams also in that segment. But this went way too long. Why? I don't know why this went way too long. But anyway, they go in the house, and then eventually they break up, and Jay's like, we shouldn't be left alone here! So they basically do a kind of like Scooby-Doo type thing, where each one gets beat up. Like Gigi gets beat up in the dining room, she fights Chucky. Then someone in a red mask with red hair jumps at her, and she starts fighting with him, with I guess with him or her, I don't know who it was. Gigi uses whatever she can to fight back. Then she gets hit with a door to the head by, guess who? Alba Fire, who looked like, her makeup looked like Thunder Rosa for a second. So they start fighting. Gigi opens a refrigerator, finds someone inside, knocked inside by Alba Fire. It's basically like ripped out of Scooby-Doo. I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids and that stupid dog. Anyway, so we cut to Mandy Rose, kicks a monster in the nuts. Monsters don't really have nuts, especially a zombie. Brains! She gets jumped by Alba Fire, and then, she basically beats the crap out of Mandy. Then she almost takes her head off with a baseball shot and missed, kind of like the New York Yankees tonight. Mandy takes the bat away, gets dropped again, and then Alba Fire's like, it's like, I'm not like everyone else. And then she leaves. But later on, we continue with this, and basically, she beats up everybody, and then she beats up Mandy some more, and basically kidnaps Mandy again, and starts driving to the freaking arena. Gigi and Casey try to stop her, but they get beat up. So it was just ridiculously stupid. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars, that whole freaking thing. And we move on. Alright. before our second match, we get a hype video from I Did It, Grayson Waller and Apollo Crews. Waller cheated to beat him in their first match, and then we see how Apollo got the bloody eye and everything, and then he started using his psychic powers to basically, beat up Grayson Waller. He took him onto the ring, and when Grayson Waller came out, he had the bloody eyes and shit. And then Apollo saying that he's gonna put Grayson Waller in the dark. And then earlier during the pre-show, I guess there was a pre-show. I didn't even know there was a pre-show. But who cares? But earlier today, it was announced that they're gonna be facing each other in a spin the wheel, make the deal match, and it landed on for the first time ever in NXT, and really the first time in a long time that we haven't seen the Undertaker in this type of match, a casket match. So look at that. So before the match, we see druids come out. I mean, a lot of druids come out. I don't even know if they came from the Undertaker's camp or anything, but they come out with a kind of a mini type coffin or casket. Blah blah blah. So the match starts, and Grayson elbows Apollo down to start, but Apollo does his best Undertaker impression and goes, he sits up like the Undertaker, and he stares like the Undertaker. I'm like, you're not the Undertaker. Stop it! There's only one Phenom, and that's not you, Apollo Crews, or Grayson Waller. There's only one Phenom, and that is Mark Callis, aka the Undertaker. Blah 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 blah. All right, so they keep going. Got suplex drops Apollo so hard that Booker T says we're watching Nathan Waller. Who's Nathan Waller? Shucky ducky, quick. So they continue on, and then they're on the top rope, and Grayson pushes Apollo off the top, and Apollo goes right through the casket. He lands on the casket, and goes in the casket, but it's broken, and Grayson's like, I won! And the referee's like, no you didn't! He goes, you have to put your opponent in the casket, shut the lid, but you broke the fucking casket! So I'm like, okay, what happens now? What's going on here? All of us got confused watching this. So he's doing that, then the lights go out, Sabu comes out. No, Sabu didn't come out. The lights go out, and then they come back on, and Apollo's like right there, or is coming down the aisle again, but he's a little, you can tell he's selling that coffin drop shot, when it dropped on the coffin and everything. But then like 50 druids come out with a bigger casket that actually had a lid, and it wasn't like made out of cardboard or some shit. So they continue the match. It goes back and forth. Apollo tried to get, he got put in the casket, but then he came back, and Waller hits the rolling stunner, and then he does a stupid thing. He's like, tries to do his best Undertaker cutthroat impression with the eyes going back in his head. Stupid. Tries for the tombstone. It gets reversed into a gutbuster by Apollo, but that's not enough to put Waller in the casket. So Apollo just slams him from the apron with a choke slam into the casket, and then he shuts the lid, and he wins the casket match in over 12.5 minutes. Was it a great casket match? No. Not the best one I've ever seen. I think the best one I've ever seen was Yokozuna and The Undertaker at the Royal Rumble. What year was that? 94, I think it was? When Yokozuna and company beat The Undertaker, and then they basically wheeled The Undertaker out of the arena, and then they showed him in the casket, and he makes that big speech. The spirit of The Undertaker, blah, blah. And then, that whole thing with The Undertaker, his spirit shatters, and then we see him with really Marty Jannetty rise through the Titantron and all the way up to the rafters. That was iconic. Everybody thought it was The Undertaker, but no, it was Marty Jannetty. Jannetty. And Shawn Michaels like, well, I didn't need him to do that. He didn't need Jannetty. I didn't need Jannetty to do that. Jannetty jumped out the window to escape, but he was on the Tron and he went up to the rafters to escape me. Pretty much. But it is what it is. So anyway, Apollo gets the win, and looks like Grayson Waller's going to go to the main roster and possibly be Mercy the Vulture in the Wyatt 6 faction. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. So I gave that match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, in between, we had videos about Bianca Belair. She's not, Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. It's not even her hair. Bianca Belair. We also had one about Horseface Charlotte Flair. We don't know when she's coming back. Might be at the Survivor Series. But we've been saying that for the last 3 pay-per-views. We had that. We had one with The Miz. We had one with Roman, which is always great. Beat Issa wet in her pates, but, big ups to Issa, my Puerto Rican divas, the Demon Diva, who really doesn't even need to belong in the shit regarding me. People go in their chat, like, hey, you should ban him because he's a pedophile. And she's like, I don't give a shit. It's like I'm not gonna ban people unless they act rude in my chat. That's what should happen. Issa don't give 2 shits about what people say about me. She doesn't know me from a hole in the wall, but, she respects me because I'm always in, I love her. I love being in her watch-alongs and everything. But she doesn't need to be in this fucking shit with all you fucking trolls. Especially these 2 trolls. So you can go fuck yourself. Leave her alone. Leave my Puerto Rican princess alone. Or else I will fuck you up. And she will too. And basically everybody in her chat will fuck you up. And you will get blocked every fucking time. But it is what it is. Alright, after the casket match, we go to Chase U! Where Andre Chase is not so happy with his students' lack of knowledge about Halloween Havoc 1995. They talk about that, and then Chase is like, oh, class, we have a new student. And then we see Duke Hudson, of all people, there, who's like, hey, I'm smarter than you, Bodie Hayward. And Bodie's like, does he have to be here? I hate transfer students, Mr. Chase. And Chase is like, shut up! I expected more from you, Bodie. Stop trying to bang Thea Hale. Bastard. So anyway, so then he's pissed off about that, and then he asks a question like, who did the Outsiders beat to win the tag team titles at Halloween Havoc 96? And then everybody's like looking on like, I don't know. And then Bodie Hayward's like, it was the Steiner brothers, or he said another tag team, and Chase is like, no, Steiners, no. And he said some other random tag teams. He's like, no. He's like, does anybody else know? And then Duke Hudson puts up his hands like, I think the correct answer is that great tag team of Stevie Ray and Booker T, Harlem Heat. And she's like, you're correct, sir. You did your homework. And then Duke's like, oh, look at me, I'm smarter than you. And then that's basically it. It says, I think this was a teachable moment. And then he dismisses the class. Class dismissed! Or as David Lee Walsh would sing, class dismissed! David! No. So we get that. So that was a corny segment, but still funny in some ways. But I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see Alba Fire on her way back to the arena with Mandy in tow. Mandy's trying to get out, but Alba's like, get out of here, sit down. Or, like Vince McMahon would say, sit down. And we get that. Alright, then we get to a segment with Mackenzie Mitchell, who has as her guest the Yes Boys, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly, of Elton Prince and Kip Wilson. They talk about, how great they look. And then they go, side plates, side plates, side plates. And then Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro come in and basically say, well, we're ready to defend our Women's Tag Team Championship this Tuesday night on Title Tuesday, where they'll defend against the #1 contenders, Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark, and they will lose. We hope. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, match number 3, Corey Jade versus Roxy in a Weapons Wild match, which wasn't really hardcore at all. I mean, they used a chair, Corey puts a trash can over Roxy's head. Then they do some mat wrestling, Jade comes back with a spray to the face. I think it was like a freaking fire extinguisher or some shit. Blah, blah, blah. Jade goes for a chain shot and missed. Roxy dies on her, starts beating her up with some ground and pound. She goes for pop rocks, it gets blocked. As they go inside the ring. They brawl to the floor again. The fight heads through the crowd, up into the balcony, that little platform area. And they're fighting. And then, Corey Jade's about to fall off the freaking platform because there's a crash pad there. Or there was an actual table there that was strategically, there, and then they moved it, and then it went up to the freaking thing. Because there's a big spot. So they're fighting, and then we see Roxy kind of grab her and kind of hug her. Then she hits a Russian leg sweep off the freaking platform through a freaking table. Back God, Jesus! That was interesting. So both women are down. They looked like they were dead. I was like, oh, stop the goddamn match! But they finish the match. They go back in. Roxy hits pop rocks on a whole ton of chairs. 1, 2, 3. She gets the win. And she gets revenge on her former best friend, Corey Jade. And that's pretty much it for that. So it was a pretty mediocre hardcore match. And I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Then Roxy won, though. And Booker T was happy because he trained her. We'll move on. Alright, then we find out that our next NXT pay-per-view is going to be, like I mentioned, NXT Deadline on December the 10th at 8 p.m. from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. Basically the same day as Ring of Honor's final pay-per-view, Final Battle from, why I don't know, Arlington, Texas, with a special start time of 2 p.m. for the pre-show, 3 p.m. bell time. So that pay-per-view is going to end about 5, 6 o'clock. And then you gotta wait about an hour, and then you got the pre-show for NXT Deadline, and then at 8 o'clock on Peacock, NXT Deadline, and that'll be the final pay-per-view of the year. And that's pretty much it. So we got that. So we're gonna be on the road to Deadline, starting on Tuesday night. We move on. Alright, then I mentioned next is that Shotzi, Quincy Elliott thing where he dressed up as a banana and she dressed up as Beetlejuice. Then Lash Legend comes out, get shit done. Says she should be hosting before Quincy says you're not fabulous enough to host. I think she's way better than you, fat man. But I digress. Basically, Shotzi gets all pissy, then lays out Lash Legend with a DDT. And then she spanks Quincy Elliott, who's dancing dead. He's dancing dead. He's dancing. Stop it. I wish Vince McMahon came out and said, stop it. To Quincy Elliott. I fucking hate that guy, man. Fucking fat man's version of the Velveteen Dream. Patrick Clark's probably kicking himself right now. Well, he's not in jail. He's just kicking himself. But it is what it is. I gave that a fucking dud. 0 out of 5. Let me move on. Alright, then we have Schism, a video from Schism, Joe Gacy, and the grizzled young veterans of Fowler and Jagger Lee. Stupid names. So Gacy talks about trying to welcome more people into the hold. Then he asks the red-hooded person if he or she is ready to reveal themselves. And they say yes. They kind of nods their head. So Gacy's like, you're going to do that on Tuesday night. Then they all put on yellow masks. So I'm thinking, if you follow Joe Gacy's career in CCW, he did the exact same gimmick. Almost exactly. He came out with a yellow mask. Then he had a group of people with him, and then he became the CCW champion, not once, but twice. And the one person he beat, I think was the first time. I know the first time he beat the legend himself, Matt fucking Tremont. Not freaking bloodbath of a match. Then I think he won it again from, well, he's not doesn't wrestle anymore. Doesn't wrestle, period. Nico Sozio in Cage of Death. Oh, that match was crazy. That match was sick. Like, I think Gacy tied him up in the ropes and he took him in a weed whacker and like, crazy match. I wouldn't know what number that was. It was Cage of Death. Damn. It was 14 or 15. It was a few years ago. Just look it up. Crazy match. They don't even do Cage of Death anymore, which fucking sucks. They kind of do it now in GCW. They just call it a different name. Cage of Death. They don't even call it Cage of Death. What they called it? They had that pay-per-view with the final match was basically Cage of Death. But I think they called it a different name. I think it was I forgot. But anyway, so yeah, GCW is kind of doing something like that. But and speaking of GCW, people were actually Brett Lauderdale, the owner of GCW, a great man, needs to give me a job. But I asked him that too. He's like, we'll see. But you know, they run out of Jersey, so I have to take a freaking bus. But yeah. But anyway, in any event, there's big talks that GCW is gonna be on Monday Night Raw. No, they're not gonna do hardcore death matches on Raw. That would be very exciting, though. Like Nick fucking Gage against freaking Seth Rollins or something like that. That would be interesting. Nick fucking Gage, motherfucker. MDK all day, motherfucker. No, GCW is doing a thing with WWE that on Peacock. GCW is going to be streaming on Peacock, not on Fight. Well, I don't know about the Fight Network anymore, but so that's kind of damn good. We're going to see a lot of old school GCW shit. That's good shit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like Brett Lauderdale on Monday Night Raw and talking. I was going to say talking to Stephanie, but well, maybe Stephanie. Because it's not probably going to be Hunter unless Hunter's COVID-free right now. I don't even know. I haven't heard of an update on Hunter yet. But it's been really, well, right now it's been 5 days, so hopefully he gets retested and comes out negative, and he'll be back on Raw and SmackDown this week or possibly next week. I think it's probably going to be next week. But then again, I don't even know if he's going to be going to Saudi Arabia, so we'll see. But hopefully Hunter's getting better. I think he's getting probably much better by now. And yeah, Stephanie and Road Dogg are doing a pretty damn good job. But not so great this week with Raw and SmackDown. But we'll see what happens on Monday Night Raw this week. And if Hunter's back or it's going to be Road Dogg once again. But we'll move on from there. So this red hooded figure, he or she, is going to reveal themselves on Tuesday night NXT. And who is it? I don't know. I think it's somebody on the NXT roster that hasn't been used. I was thinking maybe Indy Hartwell, but I think he looked like a freaking kid. Like a freaking 16-year-old kid, I think, maybe. I don't know. Well, we move on from them. Alright, so we get that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, we're going to skim through this a little bit for the next couple matches. Alright, then we get a hype video about the ambulance match between Damon Kemp and Julius Creed. And if Julius loses, then his brother Brutus is gone from NXT. And that's pretty much it. Alright, we didn't see Roddy. We didn't see Brutus, or I think did we see Brutus? I don't think we did. But in any event, this was a brutal match. They started in the ring, then they went to the back. Damon tried to throw Julius in the ambulance a whole bunch of times, but Julius kept like beating down the door. Then they went back to the ring for some beatdowns. But we get near the end, and they fight all the way to the ambulance again, and there's a crowd like on the side there. and Damon throws Julius into a laundry cart or a production cart. I don't know what it was. And then he throws the cart to the ambulance a few times. And then Julius is sent inside, and Damon shuts the door, and he goes to shut the other door, and he slams the door, and he thinks he won the match, and the ref's like, no, it has to lock, idiot. So Damon kept slamming the door on the Julius' his head, then his fingers, so he basically sacrificed himself. But eventually, Julius stopped that and fights out. They go back to ringside, I think a third or fourth time. Julius starts wailing on Damon Kemp with chair shots, kind of get revenge of what Damon did at Worlds Collide when he hit Brutus 10 times with the chair. So Julius hits a powerbomb onto the stretcher, and then he puts Damon Kemp on the stretcher, takes him all the way to the ambulance, puts him in the ambulance, shuts the doors, 1, 2, 3, well, not 1, 2, 3, but he shuts the doors, and he gets the win in just over 12 minutes. And great, and glad he won. That we really didn't want to see. I really didn't want to see the Creed brothers break up, but glad they won. And we'll see what happens with more of this on Tuesday night. But the match itself was meh, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Then we see the ambulance leave, and then we see Alba Fire in her car with Mandy arriving, and we go right into this really quick freaking 5th match of the night for the women's title, which was really horrible. Alba starts, she starts fast and furious and gets shoved off the top to the floor. Mandy slams her down for a near fall. And then Alba Fire kicks her in the titties to take over. Then hits a spine buster out of the corner by Mandy, I should say, and gets her too. But Alba Fire plants her down in the ring. Goes back up, tries to go for the swanton, and she hits the swanton bomb and goes for the cover to get the win. But Toxic Attraction somehow come out from I don't know where. They pull out the referee. I'm like, okay, where's the disqualification here? But Alba Fire kicks JC Jane into the referee, meaning basically ref bump, nobody did a count. Fire hits the Gory Bomb, or the KLR bomb. She hits that, but then DC and Gigi come in to hit the high-low on Alba Fire, and then Mandy finishes off with the running V-trigger, 1, 2, 3. She retains the goddamn title in 7 minutes, and the match stunk. So I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. But Mandy retains her title. I don't know who's gonna beat her if it's not Nikita Lyons. I have no idea who it's gonna be. And we get that. All right, then we get Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark and Idris Enofe and Malik Blade talking in the back. They're ready for their respective tag team title matches this week on NXT, and we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, one of those titles changes, not the men's titles. Please, for the love of God, let the Yes Boys retain. I don't want to see Idris Enofe and Malik Blade, basically 2 fucking jobbers, getting the tag team belts. Don't want to see it. But you know what's going to happen. I just will be really pissed off. Because I like the Yes Boys. Not like that, but they're one of my favorite tag teams in NXT right now. And we move on. Alright, then we get the hype video for our main event for the NXT World title between JD McDonough, or Jordan Devlin, who Bron beat, and they beat Ilya Dragunov at Worlds Collide. So we get this match, we get that thing, and then we get from what happened this past Tuesday with Austin Theory teasing a Money in the Bank cash-in. So whoever wins this match has to kind of look over their shoulder in case Austin Theory was going to come out. But thank the Lord he did not come out. Thank the Lord. And if he would have cashed in, I would have hoped he lost. But anyway, this was a fabulous match. Hard-hitting, big beefy men slapping me all over the goddamn place. Lots of near falls galore. But we're going to get in the end. Dragunov chases McDonough to the floor. Walks right into Spanish Fly on the floor. And Booker T's like, oh my god, he hit it! He hit it! Where Big Joe's is going nuts too. But he hits that. And then McDonough tries to crush Dragunov's ankle on the steps and missed. Which allows the Russian Dragon to hit the torpedo off the steps. Goes back in, tries to... goes back in. And Bron Breaker's waiting for him in the ring. He hits a monster spear on Dragunov. And like at Worlds Collide, Bron Breaker beats Ilya Dragunov to retain the NXT title in just under 24 minutes. But the match itself was pretty damn good. I was hoping for a different result. I had Ilya Dragunov to win, but I don't know who's going to beat Bron Breaker. I still think it's going to be JD McDonough, but Bron's going to be leaving NXT pretty soon, going to the main roster. He might be actually in the Royal Rumble this year, but we'll see. And we got that. So the final result on that, 3.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Bron's holding up the title like this, and then we're just waiting for Austin Theory's music to hit, and then we fade to black. So I guess they're holding off on that till maybe this Tuesday, or they're going to go all the way up to NXT Deadline. I don't know. But I really don't want Austin Theory as your new NXT heavyweight champion. It'll just look really dumb. Good for him, but fans are not going to like it. And that's pretty much it. So that's it for NXT Halloween Havoc. And I gave NXT Halloween Havoc a solid 6 out of 10. And let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. You do a video reply if you wish. Don't forget that like button, stick it straight up to you know what. Share the video all over the internet. Tap that bell. Get notified when I do my next video, which will probably be, don't know when. Probably won't be tomorrow unless there's a big news story tomorrow. But it's Sunday and it's football Sunday, so my main focus is going to be on football and the Yankees losing hopefully tomorrow night. But we'll see. But if I don't do a video tomorrow, I will probably be doing a video maybe Monday, or if not Tuesday, for your Monday Night Raw review as we get back to a normal schedule after that. So I went all week basically with videos, and I need some time off to recharge the batteries. So tomorrow probably maybe not do a video tomorrow, and that's pretty much, and probably Monday as well. But then again, you never know. It's gonna be kind of there here in the Northeast. Really starting tonight into tomorrow. It's gonna rain like cats and dogs into Monday, and then part of Tuesday, part of Wednesday is gonna rain. Gonna get a little bit warmer. Then next weekend, down the drain. It's gonna get down to like the mid-50s. Right around the weekend of Halloween, and then I have to turn the clock back, and then we're counting down the days. The holidays. We got Thanksgiving coming up in a couple weeks, and then in basically 8 weeks from as of this video, it's under 8 weeks away from the greatest day in the world, in which we all know what that is, my birthday. And that'll be it. And then like I mentioned yesterday, after Christmas, I will be off for the rest of the year. No videos at all. I may pop into some watch-alongs, but that'll be it. But I'm basically taking the week off from doing videos for New Year's Eve. I may go away, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. It's kind of up in the air right now what's going to happen for Christmas and New Year's. I may go away. I may just take the rest of the year off. Well, not the Christmas week. I'll be around, like I said. But after my birthday, I will be off for Christmas Day, and I will be off for New Year's week. I will pop in on New Year's Eve just to do a video wishing everybody a happy new year, and then I'll be back to normal on January the 3rd of 2023 with probably my NXT review or my Raw review. But we'll see what happens with that when we get there. We got a long way to go. Still got 8 weeks, like 7 to 8 weeks left. So stay with me, hit that bell, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything. Follow me on social media if you dare, and share the video all over the place. Subscribe to my channels, hit that like button, stick it straight up, then you know what. And that's pretty much it. So once again, 6 out of 10 stars for a really garbage Halloween Havoc. And we'll see what happens on Tuesday night. All right, let's finish up with some couple more late comments from my good buddy Will Rally Sport Rally, who probably went to sleep by now. It's 8:44 in the morning. I'm about to go to sleep right now. But we had a pretty good show, minus that one idiot. You know what? I won't bash him, but even though he made fun of my clothes, so well, he gone. And to all those other idiots, they can go to hell. Let me move on. Let's see here. Okay, I mentioned about the 6th grade joke. Yeah, that's always a great joke. Because some of those people are really fat, and they probably haven't seen their wang since the 6th grade, and they can't get laid. They'll probably never get laid. The way they're doing, where they're going, and where they're doing, and the people they're with, they look like ugh. I mean, my girlfriend Rose is not the prettiest girl in the world. She's not the hottest girl in the world, but still, she sucks a mean dick. And I ain't afraid to say that. She does, man. She goes to town, and when we get it on, we go rounds, motherfucker, rounds. Last night we went some rounds too, man. Holy shit. No wonder my back hurt this morning. But she just bounced up and down on that thing, and I had a good time. But we move on. But, yeah. Alright, so let's see here. So we got that. Glad you like the jokes there, Real Rally Sport Rally. I appreciate it. Where are we? Kevin Patrick is crap at commentating. I'm better than him. Yeah, I mentioned that before. You are. You're doing good things there, Rally Sport Rally. Getting close to 150 subscribers. Hopefully you hit that by the end of the year, dude. That would be a pretty damn good milestone. And then hopefully next year you hit 200, 250, 300, maybe 500 if you get lucky. But yeah, subscribe to Real Rally Sport Rally right now. And then subscribe to me too. I want to get those subs up by the end of the year. Got a few subs here and there, mostly trolls. They love me so much, but I do have some actual real subs that have subbed to me over the last couple of days and couple of weeks. But like I said, since I have sub only mode on, they can't come in my chat for another couple of weeks. But I hate doing it, but I have to do it to protect my channel from these fucking retards that have no life. And I know I'm lagging a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's finish this baby up and wrap it up like a burrito. 13 years. I've been on YouTube about 11 months, I think. Started with 0 subs. It's hard to get subs. Takes time, yeah. Hey, I'm at 13 years, and this channel was getting close to 1,500 before the YouTube purge. I think about a year or two ago. And went down to 1,100 and at one point 1,160. Then went back up a little bit, and over the last year, almost 2 years, up about 60, almost 70 subs. I mean, I take each sub as I come, but like I said, most of them are trolls with their 6,000 accounts. They unsubscribe, they resubscribe with a new fucking fake account. I personally don't care because you're just gonna get blocked anyway. But thank you for the free views, assholes. But I got that. I'm hoping I can get to 1,250 by next year. I would love to get the 1,500 by the end of 2023, but we'll see. Metal God has gone up and down. It's kind of, say normal a little bit. It was at 680, then it went down a little bit. Now I'm at 673. But thank you to everybody who watched my Ivan Moody video. Keep that going. Keep it going up. I hope it gets up to 500 views. Maybe it won't hit 1,000, but that'd be nice. But we'll see how that goes over the next couple of days and rest of the year. My rank channel it went up a little bit and went down. Now it's kind of went back up again. Was up to 436, then went down to 433. Now it's up to 437. So that's not bad. I wish the YouTube purge didn't happen because that channel was getting close to 1,000, and now it went down to what it is now, 437. My Peter Gilmore channel as well was getting close to 1,000. Now it has let's check. It was 413, and my Gilmore TGC Reborn, now known as the Shadows Lair. Before it got terminated, it was close to 1,000, and then really that's kind of been like the kind of low point for my channels. TGC Reborn was at 225, and then now it's up to 280. What's it up to now? I think 285. So I'd like to get that to at least 300. But it's up to you guys. If you're new here and you're just floating around the internet, you see my sexy face and my great my videos have good content and good analysis of the reviews. I know I talk a long time, but it's fine because I have a lot, people in the chat, like Real Guys for Rally, just chatting up a storm. That's fine. I'm dandy. But if like I said, if it's your first time watching and you like what you see and you want to see more, hit that bell, hit that like button, leave a comment or two, or 3, or 4, or 5. Boom. Just leave me some comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my other channels and showing your love and support. And follow me on social media if you're real. If you're not, just get a life and go to hell. Share the video all over the internet. And like I said, hit that bell. Because if you're new here and you miss anything, you're going to miss a lot of good shit. And that's all I got to say about that. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Thank you, everybody watching who did watch. Will Guys with Rally, thank you for coming in. And to that girl who was in the chat and said that shit about my looks, well, thank you for the free view, asshole. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for the free view. But adios to you. Don't come back. And that's pretty much it. And to everybody else who watched, well, thank you also for the free view. I love you all. Keep riding my super cock and drinking my milk, because it does a body good. And that's all I gotta say about that. And to all the ladies, I love you all. Your tribal god will be in your dreams, making you wet, and you're gonna wake up satisfied, like the missus. But I digress. And that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore. I'm signing off. It's late. Time for bed. Because we gotta get up tomorrow for Football Sunday, Week 7 in the NFL, the league where they play for pay. Hopefully, I picked the Giants to win. Hopefully they win. They don't fucking get cracked by your Jaguars at home tomorrow. But they're a tough team, with Trevor Lawrence and everybody. So we'll see what happens tomorrow at MetLife Stadium. Jets play in Denver in that a mile high, crappy weather or area. See if the Jets can shock the world again and go to 5-2. Beat those Broncos who are not so good. And then in the game of the week, hopefully the Niners can do better than they did last week and beat those Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes in Santa Clara. And we have a good day of football for my teams. And then we got the Yankees, Game 4 in that shithole in the Bronx. Get those brooms ready. Get the champagne on ice tomorrow. This could be the end of the Yankees. We'll see tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on TBS. Also, the Rangers are in action against the Columbus Blue Jackets at the Garden, the mecca of all sporting arenas. So see what happens with them. And also, if you're in Philly, get the champagne ready. Game 5 of the National League Championship Series, Padres and the Phillies. Phillies are up 3-1. Houston's up 3-0. So we can get some clinchers tomorrow in baseball, and then we just wait for the World Series to start. And then we'll see what happens with that. It looks like it's going to be Houston and the Phillies. And, well, if you're a Met fan, you root for Houston. Because nobody wants to see the Phillies win another World Series like they did a few years ago. Been a while since they won a World Series. But they got a good team. I mean, they came out of nowhere, were really bad, and people think they weren't going to make the playoffs, and they made a humongous run near the end of the season, won the wild card. Beat the Braves. They beat the Cardinals, I should say. They beat the Braves. And they're about to really do a number on the Padres. For all teams, I thought the Padres would have beat them, but hopefully the Padres can get the win tomorrow. And then hopefully take the next 2 in San Diego. And hopefully Houston wins tomorrow. They put an end to the fucking Yankees. And then they'll be well rested until this, next weekend when the World Series starts. And then we'll see how long that lasts. But I think if it's Houston and the Phillies, I got Houston in 5. Houston and San Diego, I think that might go 5, maybe 6 at most. But Houston's winning the World Series this year. I have a good feeling about that. So they'll do what they did in 2000. When did they win the last one? 2017, 2019. I think it was 2019. So they'll get their, I believe, their second championship, or maybe third. I don't know how many they won, but I have faith that the Houston assholes will get the win, and they wouldn't cheat this time. It's just skill and talent, and we'll see what happens with that. So I would think by not next week, the week after next week, going to November 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, baseball will be done, and then the hot stove will be ready to be set on fire. And we'll see what the Mets do in the offseason, the Yankees do, and every other team as we'll get ready for the offseason, the GM meetings in December. Then New Year rolls around, then we'll be counting down those days to pitchers and catchers on, I believe, February 15th, 16th, 15th to 17th, pitchers and catchers start. And then February 27th and 28th, spring training baseball starts, goes right through most of March, and then the season actually begins, I believe, on March the 27th or 28th, I think, somewhere around there, right before April 1st and 2nd, which is WrestleMania weekend. That's gonna be a crazy weekend watching both nights of WrestleMania 39, and then watching the crappy Yankees start the 2023 season and the Mets starting the 2023 season. But they're in the day, so we don't have to worry about that. But I don't know about the Saturday game, but Sunday definitely be day games. So go watch baseball in the afternoon, and then at night you get ready for 4, maybe 5 hours of WrestleMania night 2. And we'll see how even WrestleMania is this year. Going to be as bad as last year, or this year, I should say. I mean, night 1 was pretty damn good. Night 2, not so much. But I digress. Alright, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Rock on and rock hard with your cocoot! And if you motherfuckers ain't down with that, especially you sons of bitches I mentioned in this video, go fuck yourselves. Get a life. Leave me and my friends and my family alone, or it ain't gonna end well for you come the holidays. Trust me on that. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll see you again. You know when. Next time. And if you're not down with that, like I said, to you motherfuckers. I got 3 fucking words for you. Fuck you, man. Go fuck yourselves and suck my big, fat fucking cock. And that's it. It is over. And you trolls have been deleted from existence. But keep riding on my dick because you are so jealous and you love me a long time. But keep my friends out of your fucking mouth before they break it. Won't be me. They will. But when I keep going with me, then I will do it. But I digress. But that's it. We're done with these motherfuckers. We're going to focus on the rest of the year. Going into 2023 with a clean slate. And we'll see how 2023 starts and ends when we get there. But got about 7.5, 8, almost 8, just under 8 weeks to, well, actually 8 weeks to go. So a little over 2 months. And we'll see what happens with that. But that's pretty much it. So until next time, motherfuckers, Peter Gilmore signing off. I bid you adieu. And so all the ladies out there, the mamas, the girlfriends, the aunts, and the grandmas out there, I got 3 words for you too. Sesame, mommy ass! And until next time, Peter Gilmore signing off. I love you all. Go fuck yourselves. Fuck you. Until next time. Peace, bitches!